fight on Wednesday. He was at media day, and you were telling me, because I wasn't out here, he had to take that thing back and get a nose job on that thing. Yep. Here we go. Odie BAKCHIS, Nick Novak going down. That Falcon Tire field suspension, S15 initiates big angle there, but guess what? Nick Novak, regardless of being battered and bruised, still comes back for it. He is a rookie. Look at Odie BAKCHIS flexing on him, talking about that back bumper, that back fender at minimum. And you know what? I always say this, get the crashing out of the way. If it's gonna be inevitable, sometimes top 32 Rockstar Energy Drink, the official energy drink of Formula Drift. Got a clean start. Nick Novak, battered, bruised, but not down and out. Now coming into that first outside zone, Nick Novak gets about a half car length off. That can throw off Odie BAKCHIS. Now this is where it needs to apply the pressure. He has to adjust. Novak, look at that, he spins. Look at that maxed out angle from Novak going into that go for gold, outside touch and go. Pretty well executed by both the drivers. I'll tell you what, Odie did a really good driver. Here we go. Odie BAKCHIS will lead. Falcon Tires, field suspension, S15, Dean Carney. Twin turbo SRT10, Dodge Viper. Odie BAKCHIS leads. Dean Carney and his Viper giving chase. Odie BAKCHIS, massive angle. Look at Dean Carney, transitions back under the bridge. Into that final outside zone. Dean shortening up a little bit as Odie, look at this, ticking all the boxes. Dean, that was pretty deep on the inside of that inside clip, but man, I'll tell you what. And Odie BAKCHIS, his wife and spotter in his ear. Let's see how he handles this. A little slow roll into that initiation, but nice job. Odie tempering back, and Dean Carney coming in. Woo! Taps that bumper, gets a little out of shape. You know what? Look at Odie. The composure from BAKCHIS after that hit was very commendable. Dean Carney risking it for the biscuit, and he bit off. He slapped that biscuit bumper on the wall. Going against Charpentier, and he talked about he's going against his friend, he's going against his homie, but guess what? All bets are off right now because who are you betting on, Odie or Rome? Odie, very proven. He's done it here in Long Beach before. Can he do it again? Odie, look at that angle, but Rome Charpentier.
Oh, no.
And Rome Charpentier goes off course. Could have been a lot worse there for Rome.
That could have been awful, but he seemed to have saved it. Just glanced the wall, a light touch of the tires.
And this is how it unfolds. Tire field suspension, S15. Odie BAKCHIS, that supercharged LS under the hood of the S15. Tuerck and Odie BAKCHIS. Here we go, Ryan Tuerck comes out swinging, literally. Now coming into view in that first outside zone. Odie BAKCHIS taking a shallower line. Tuerck gets out there, narrowly taps his bumper into the second outside zone, into the third outside zone. Odie BAKCHIS taking that tighter line. The temperature's dropping, but the tire's staying hot. Really well done there by Ryan Tuerck and Odie BAKCHIS. Makes some noise. Forecast of rain, maybe some tears from some other drivers. We'll see as Odie BAKCHIS will initiate. Coming now, 3, 2, 1, boom goes the dynamite. Odie BAKCHIS initiates in that first outside zone. Gets out there, Ryan Tuerck tucks into that pocket. Odie, you see him straight to that back bumper, now to the outside zone 3. Ryan Tuerck tucks in, gets out to that BC Racing go for gold. Touch and go. Woo! Make some noise for Ryan Tuerck. That rain field suspension, Sylvia S15, Rome Charpentier garage stick, BMW E36. So Rome leads. Gets shot out of a cannon here, coming down the chute into that first clip. Look at that. Just the experience, the veteran driving nature of Odie BAKCHIS. You saw he came down the hill and slingshotted out of that first clip. Rome Charpentier not letting Odie run away with it though. And now Odie wraps around that final clip.
Fender, and as Hurst came up, and it would have pushed the wheel in kind of straighter, so that yanked it out of his hand. And of course, that's maybe why the angle wasn't so great going around inside clip 1.
Here we go, Rome out front, Odie BAKCHIS in that chase position.
So there you can see Rome past that front clip, but Odie BAKCHIS, you can see the proximity there. Oh, and Rome loops it. And that'll be, unfortunately, all she wrote for Rome Charpentier. Odie BAKCHIS flips it around and continues back up. Odie BAKCHIS will lead. Odie qualifying 7th, Taguchi qualifying 10th, so could be an equal match here. Look at Odie just absolutely rocketing out of that start chicane into that front clip. Bye. Wow. But look at Kazuya Taguchi. Nope. I got you. I got your number. Odie filling all of that second outside zone. Wow. 4th of July isn't for a few months, and Odie BAKCHIS really making some fireworks. That thing was firing off. Wow. Odie BAKCHIS, like I said, violent compared to what we've seen.
It's very loud too. It's one of the cars. I think it's the only car that I have to plug my ears when he goes by if I don't have earplugs in. It's
Jonathan Hurst, really? Cash?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Kazuya Taguchi. Up garage ISR performance. Looks like Taguchi was a little hesitant. He's shredding all of his bumpers off. Whoa! Look at that second zone. Odie. See, look at that just off camera. That angle there really showcases how you're kind of coming downhill and then just ripping through. My gosh. Ask him his name and he'll tell you. So, FYI. Brandon Sorensen, Odie BAKCHIS. And here we go as Odie BAKCHIS qualified 7th. Brandon Sorensen qualified 15th. Odie leads. Nice job initiation by Odie. Coming up the hill. Look at Brandon. So quick little decel there. You saw that red. So the attitude of the car. Just the Atlanta track, you just got to be fluid with it. Carry that momentum. We've talked about it from the beginning. Oh, and Brandon goes on the inside. So kind of an early transition out of that touch and go. Brandon and Odie are fairly equally matched drivers here. Let's see if Brandon can continue on. Is Odie going to get in his way? Here comes Brandon Sorensen and Odie BAKCHIS. Look at there, Odie quickly getting to the side of him. Now past and up the hill. Look at that, Brandon, little shimmy into that first outside zone and then drops into the second. Odie not getting all the way out there in that second. Now coming out of that horseshoe, good transition by Sorensen. Big angle from Sorensen, touch and go. Odie, woo, man. The way he got here through Eve Meyer, got into that incident, Alec Robbins, and then finally Jeff Jones most recently. And here we go. Odie BAKCHIS, our one more time battle. Odie BAKCHIS, Brandon Sorensen. Into that front clip. Now brings it on through. Oh, Brandon Sorensen taking a very shallow line. That's absolutely going to disrupt Brandon Sorensen. Odie BAKCHIS coming out of the horseshoe. That was a major mistake there by Sorensen when he transitioned out of Sorensen, leading Odie BAKCHIS giving chase. Brandon Sorensen, like you said, had that error. He's hoping that Odie BAKCHIS makes a mistake as well. But Brandon Sorensen, big, nasty initiation. That's what you were looking for. Look at Odie, like you said, to that touch and go. A lot of decel there. And Sorensen filling all that second outside zone. Now coming down out of that horseshoe, past the touch and go. Sorensen and BAKCHIS. Woo! All right, looks like we got a clean start. No cones hit. And here we go. The Norwegian Hammer swings into that front clip. Big angle from Osbo. Almost overshoots that front clip with so much speed. Odie BAKCHIS, you can see him really getting to the side of Osbo. Past that inside clip, outside of the horseshoe. Transitioning back through the touch and go. Now through that final front clip, look at, there's Freddie. Just pulling away once again. Going to the finals, Odie or Osbo. Falcon or Nitto. That supercharged LS S15 of Odie BAKCHIS uses all the course, swings in front of Osbo. Now coming into that front clip, lifting off that front left tire. Talked about how possessed this car. Look, Osbo getting really close to Odie, but then he has to back off. I'm telling you, Odie BAKCHIS is just on a different planet right now. But Osbo, I want to run back that replay.
Whoa.
Look at Osbo flicking into that final front clip. Woo! As Odie BAKCHIS leaves the start line, he will lead that Falcon tire. Field suspension as the team. Eve Meyer.
Whoa!
Oh, and Odie BAKCHIS, very uncharacteristic.
We saw that last night. Seems like none of the actual mechanical parts, like the suspension or anything, were affected by it.
All right, if that's what you suspect with your 3D vision, see if it comes true. Here we go, Eve Meyer out front. Eve Meyer initiates, oh, big angle there. You see Odie BAKCHIS. He knows he needs to throw down a gangster run. He's trying to apply the pressure, maybe rattle the cage of Eve Meyer, but Eve, oh, he goes up high. Now keep in mind, Eve Meyer is an instructor in Switzerland. They have a driving school in the snow. They know how to handle this. So, unfortunately, he will lead Odie, qualifying 9th, Darren Kelly, qualifying 24th. Odie BAKCHIS, a real contender in the championship. Darren Kelly, a rookie in the Formula Drift Championship. Darren Kelly straightening out, having a pretty big mistake there as Odie BAKCHIS puts the car exactly where it needs to be. He continues past that inside clip. Now into that final outside zone goes Odie and Darren. Darren does chase him down, but unfortunately, and that could be really huge for Frederick Osbo. 2.5 minutes left as Osbo, we'll see if he gets to the line, but right now it's all about Darren Kelly and Odie BAKCHIS. Darren Kelly, there we go. He's all up in that outside zone 1, into outside zone 2. But you can see Odie BAKCHIS absolutely ripping past that second outside zone. Oh, coming to the outside zone 3, Darren Kelly. Whoa, buddy. Nice save there, but S15. A lot of eyeballs on Frederick Osbo. How is he going to fare? Comes underneath the boots and now into that first outside zone. Here goes Frederick Osbo. Odie BAKCHIS right there, not exactly mimicking the angle. Frederick Osbo puts it deep into that second outside zone. But look at Odie BAKCHIS right there. Looks like he's about to scratch a Falcon on his door. Past that inside clip into that final outside zone. Frederick Osbo right on the razor's edge, but Odie is right there. And that's why these gentlemen in that chase position is dominate from the back. Here we go, Odie BAKCHIS initiating, and Frederick Osbo taking a bit of a shallower line there. We'll see if he can catch up into that second outside zone. I'll tell you what, Odie, that is great proximity there, but Odie really deep, really solid. And now into that final outside zone. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-wee.
Oh, man.
Osbo will lead. This is the one more time battle. This is a clean, fresh start. All things considered, the Rockstar Energy Drink Toyota GR Supra into that first outside zone. There goes Frederick Osbo into that second outside zone. Here goes Osbo and now Odie BAKCHIS. The Type S Life, the party continues here. And look at Odie BAKCHIS right there. But what a great lead run by Frederick Osbo. Again, our current points leader in that final outside zone. This is very similar to what we saw in their first battle run. And here we go. Second half of this battle, Odie BAKCHIS, Frederick Osbo. Odie firing off, and look at this, Osbo. This is that X factor that we're looking for. What do we got here, kids? Into that second outside zone. Look at Odie BAKCHIS right, drawing that line. But look at Osbo, wheel to wheel. Nitto to Falcon, Toyota to Nissan. Down to that final outside zone, Ryan, wow. Woo, doctor, come on. Qualified 5th, Odie BAKCHIS, and he talked about this. His first run, not the greatest, but now he's back up and ready to swing. Right into that first outside zone. Travis Reed, our most recent winner in New Jersey. Where's Odie? There's Odie. Up pop goes the Odie into that second outside zone. Odie, little shimming now into that third outside zone. Now bringing into that final. Both LS powered and Odie BAKCHIS aggressive. Will that pay off? Wow. Wow. Odie is, we talk about this hungriness. Odie BAKCHIS, Falcon Tires, Field Suspension, S15, Travis Reeder. Travis Reeder Motorsports and Link BMW into that first outside zone and into the second. And Odie talked about he needs the best car possible, and right now he's doing what we'd expect, but Reeder just with that first place finish in New Jersey in his back pocket, but he gets thrown off. And Odie BAKCHIS, so I would love to see that BC Racing side by side. I think that's going to be have that kind of caught up line in the outside zone. As we move on, Colin and Andrew, I know you're watching from Riverside, California. Here we go. Odie BAKCHIS and Nick Novak, a little swing in front of Odie BAKCHIS. Nick Novak, that Coro Works BMW, now throwing it into that second outside zone. Odie BAKCHIS, very uncharacteristic in that chase position, looks unsettled, but Nick Novak throwing it down. Odie BAKCHIS going off course. What is going on with Odie? But Novak, regardless, out front is running a strong game.
Wow.
So the first time, so another newcomer. We're talking about Matt Field going against Odie like it's definitive, but guess what? Nope, not today. It's not no back, it's yes back. Come on, bring it back. As Odie BAKCHIS goes in that first outside zone, looks a lot more settled here. Now, oh no, Nick Novak dives in on the inside. He grips up and takes that line. That's what we're talking about. That's what Jeff Jones did. Now in that third outside zone, but now I believe those three wheels going off will come into play. And now, again, Nick not hitting that second outside zone, not hitting that fourth outside zone. Championship being gained without getting an overall win. Here we go. The frenemies doing battle. Teal blue, Falcon tire. What do we got, boys? Matt Field throws it into that first big outside zone. Odie BAKCHIS looks like he's kind of pedaling back a little bit. Oh, now he jumps up. Odie BAKCHIS right there on the door. Matt Field. These guys have had a lot of fun on course, but now it's all about the points and the finish. Odie BAKCHIS transitions. Oh, man. You can see that going to that third outside zone. Odie BAKCHIS didn't get as deep as Matt Field. You can see him trying to surge that attack. Getting right next to him. Oh, doctor, come on. This is a huge battle right here. I think Odie, you know, knowing Matt, he's going to absolutely just go for blood. I mean, he's going for the kill right now. Here we go. Odie BAKCHIS initiates. Here comes Matt Field. Looks like at very similar lines. Watch how he gains proximity. Now, how's he going to handle it? Going to the power alley. Odie BAKCHIS out front. Do we have contact?
That was
there?
a hit.
Houston, do we have a problem? Out to outside zone 3. You can see Matt Field. He pedaled back. He didn't take that big risk there. Looks like, again, composure. He knows he might have a little bit of an advantage. I want to, you gave me a little O over here. Lights extinguished, here we go. Matt Field out front, Odie BAKCHIS in the chase position. Make some noise, Seattle, here we go. The battle in Seattle going down between the frenemies. Matt Field, strong initiation. The 4-star white wheel standing out like a sore thumb. Oh man, Odie BAKCHIS getting in the door of him. Now coming into that power alley. Odie gains that composure, nice job. Didn't risk it as big as he did on that first run. Now in that tight inside clip, coming in the last outside zone. Field and BAKCHIS, this is what you expected here with this one more time battle. Field nails that outside zone 3, the transition in the power alley. That might just be the nail in the coffin, but he's got to start out strong and he's got to finish strong all the way through. He knows what he needs to do. Here we go, Odie BAKCHIS initiates big angle, and there you ask, you shall receive. And Matt Field does have the proximity now. You can see he kicks out a little bit more to mimic that angle. Now into the power alley, Matt Field drops back. Ooh, he comes up a bit short there. Big implications here. Our current points leader fighting for it against Odie BAKCHIS, his frenemy. Did Odie BAKCHIS just defeat Matt Field, or did he stand strong? Remember. All right, looks like we're rip roaring, ready to go. Here we go. Forsberg out front. Odie in the chase position. We got a clean start here. The all-new NOS Energy Drink Nissan Z initiating big, nasty initiation. Odie BAKCHIS right there pushing him. Looks like maybe contact there. We'll get the eye in the sky view from our U.S. Air Force replay. Odie BAKCHIS slides to the side of Chris Forsberg, keeping the angle and pushing around. Now transition in that final outside zone. Odie BAKCHIS absolutely tuned up, dialing into that last outside zone. Oh, doctor, look at these guys. Wow, what an absolute bonkers run. And those rotiform wheels taking a licking, keep it on ticking. So that thing looked like a Ginsu knife all chopped up. Here we go, Odie BAKCHIS out front, Chris Forsberg in that chase position. Let's see how they initiate. Odie BAKCHIS initiates into that first inside clip. Here comes Forsberg. Odie BAKCHIS, want to see that top view to see if he got to that, all of that first outside zone. Great angle from Odie BAKCHIS, look at that. Absolutely dialed on that second. And now in that final outside zone, Odie BAKCHIS sets it and forgets it. Man. I see you plugging your ear there, Ryan. That encore literal with the RB under the hood. And here we go with Odie BAKCHIS, and just taking the Gafflebees right now. Here is an appetizer for you there. Ryan, we need to get up in there, bud. As Odie BAKCHIS, second place, his highest finish in previous years, and now we're in that second outside zone. This is all BAKCHIS show, unfortunately for Ryan Literal. But now it looks like he's hitting that pace. Active chase, we're not looking for them to kick back, but you know, I wouldn't say that Literal was an inactive chase, just didn't have it right there. Like you said, just something right off the start. Here we go, so Ryan Literal, Odie BAKCHIS, gonna solidify this dominance here. Ryan Literal, good angle right now. It looks like he's putting it down for his town. Good job pass. Boom, both of them. Actually, Odie a little bit off of that inside clip. But now in that second outside zone, you're seeing the proximity, you're seeing the mimicking with the angle, just right there in that pocket, tucking in with that GT radial smoke. But of course, the Falcon tires go round, and it looks like, speaking of going round, can he make a perfect event? Wow, that'd be huge, right? #1 qualifier, locks up the championship, coming in 14 points behind our points leader. But guess what? The frenemy, Odie BAKCHIS, then he goes for it. He goes high on the bank. And Frederick Osborne, that Rockstar Energy Drink, Toyota GR Supra on Ditto tires. He goes for it. Transitions past that inside clip. We're seeing a lot better ideal conditions. Smoke is out here, but Odie BAKCHIS not backing down. Look at that. You see him lunge forward to the side of the champion. He'd love to take him down. Freddie did miss that last outside zone. Going up there, and like we said, dipping that back right toe, dipping that back right Falcon. Here we go. Odie BAKCHIS will lead. Frederick Osborne giving chase. Odie, you can still see he's keeping a safe distance. He's kind of got that cushion right there. And you can see all the marbles actually accumulating. They're not flirting with the marbles. All right, now here goes Odie in that second outside zone. Frederick Osborne, he's kind of backing off here. He's letting Odie go for it. Odie with massive angle. Look at how settled that car is. And he gets out to that final outside zone. Fireworks go off.